from Greg Lyons to Greg Loss. Greg Lyons to Greg Loss. And the Cardinal Mooney Cougars get started early. The fireworks start here at Tornado Alley. Take a look at this. There's the handoff on the end reverse, and then Lyons just cranks it out, and Loss is all by himself at the 30-yard line. Giving chase is Chris Frazier, but he was 10 yards behind Frazier. For the Cougars, Flugner will try the point. It is good. And it's a 7-0 Cardinal Mooney lead here at Tornado Alley. Well, let me tell you who I am. We didn't even get that far. My name is Ralph Giannotti, and we are covering the Booker Tornadoes and the Cardinal Mooney Cougars. And we're at Tornado Alley, as I mentioned, in our high school doubleheader, the final week of the regular season. For the Booker Tornadoes, this is a very important ball game. If the Tornadoes win tonight, they'll be the top seed in a 3-team playoff on Monday. And the Tornadoes then would have the opportunity, if they win the playoff, to host the first round of the state championship tournament. So, for the Tornadoes, they trail 7-0 inside of 36 seconds to go in the first quarter, 36 seconds gone in the first quarter. And the fireworks have started early. We'll see if they retaliate. And the Cougars, number 80, Greg Lyons, is standing up, giving the signal for the kickoff. He's the guy who just threw the touchdown pass. Fluger's kick is high and deep and into the end zone. It will be an automatic touchdown. And the Booker Tornadoes will come out and bring with them number 7, Johnny Baker. Johnny Baker is an exceptional story for the Tornadoes this year. He needs just 74 yards to reach 1,000 yards on the season. What a great job he's done for this team. The Booker Tornadoes are looking like a team ready to go. The Tornadoes on the year are 6-3. Cardinal Mooney is yet to win a game. At quarterback, it's Glenn Gaunt. And Gaunt has an I formation behind him. Hands off, first man through. And look at the running room here for Ron Thomas. And Ron Thomas. No, check that, Johnny Baker. Johnny Baker goes all the way. He needed 74. He just got 80. Johnny Baker tied it up. How about that, folks? 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. Johnny Baker goes 80 yards on the first play from scrimmage for Booker. Here's the replay, and watch Baker. He gets through the line, cuts outside, then it's off to the races, and Baker leaves everybody in the dust. So Baker now has 1,006 yards on the year. Kip Zimmerman to try the point after. And we are tied at 7. With just 49 seconds gone in the first quarter, it's a 7-7 ball game. Wow. Well, folks, if you just joined us, here's a scoring recap with 49 seconds gone in the first quarter. On the first play from scrimmage, Cardinal Mooney with the ball at the 37-yard line do a pseudo end around, but the wide receiver for the Cougars, Greg Lyons, stops short and throws a pass for a 63-yard touchdown reception to Greg Loss, a sophomore. The Cougars go out 7-0. Then on Booker's first play following the kickoff, they have the ball on the 20, and Johnny Baker goes 80 yards on a run right up the middle. And it's a 7-7 ball game. Here we go. Kip Zimmerman, this time an onside kick, will roll out of bounds, and the Cougars are going to like that one because they have their option of where to get the football. They can either take a 5-yard penalty, they can take the ball on their own 35, or they can take it where it went out of bounds. The ball didn't go 10 yards. The officials are going to discuss it. And the Cougars will get the ball in Booker territory. Penalty is declined. First down, Cardinal Mooney. And the ball will be spotted at the Booker 43-yard line. The Cougars get a break on the aborted onside kick. At quarterback, Joe Johnson. He will set the rest of the Cougars. Has trouble with the ball, picks it up, throws, passes complete, and downfield to get the ball is Kevin O'Neill. And O'Neill has a first down at the 28-yard line, a gain of 20 on the play. What a start for this ball game. I asked Mike Dowling, the head coach of Cardinal Mooney, how many times he threw the ball tonight? 3, 4, maybe 5. 2 plays, 2 passes. Totally out of character for Cardinal Mooney. They have been known to keep the ball on the ground. Josh Smithers is the main running back for the Cardinal Mooney Cougars. He is the up man in the I formation. And the officials call time reminiscent of the Florida game. Play's just starting and the Cougars get a timeout. With 10:35 to go in the first quarter, it's 7-7 Booker and Cardinal off left side. Gain of about 7 on the play for the Cougars. Carrying the ball, Josh Smithers. Smithers is the Cougars' leading rusher this year, and he hasn't had a bad season. He's got 780 yards in 165 attempts through 9 games. So the Cougars are looking to move the ball a little more. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Lions on the near side, O'Neill on the far side of the wide receivers. It is Smithers in motion, is Lem Chesser. And the first man through goes for a couple. He'll be close to a first down. Smithers, the ball carrier. Making the stop for the Booker Tornadoes is Willie Johnson. And the officials are going to call the sticks over. Well, we're off to a flying start for this ball game. Final regular season game that you'll see on Storer this year. See what they stretch out with the chains. First down, Cardinal Mooney. Game has settled down a little bit after the opening 2 offensive plays. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. To the far side for the Cougars goes Matt Boyle. And in the backfield, Josh Smithers and Tommy Wallen. Motion to the near side. Give us to Smithers, and Smithers busts his way through to the 9-yard line. Tackle on the play by George Gibson. Take a look at it again. Watch Smithers run. He gets some good blocking up front and gets a good hole, and then just slides his way through for the first down. Now check that. It'll be 2nd and a yard. 2nd and a yard for the Cardinal Mooney Cougars. Johnson calls the signals again, sends a man in motion. Give us to Smithers again. Smithers powers his way down to the 5-yard line. A gain of 4 and a first down. On the stop for Booker, it's Steve Zeman. So the Cougars have 1st and goal at the 5. The Cougars are set on first down. Johnson sends a man in motion. Give again to Smithers. Smithers is down to about the 1. Another gain of 4. Talking to Mike Dowling before the game, he said, judging by the attitude of his Cougar ball club, you'd never know that they were 0-9 coming into this game as you look at the replay. Smithers just kind of dives forward there. He says this has been one of the finer groups of students he's worked with since he's been at Cardinal Mooney. Chesser goes in motion again. Give us to Smithers. Touchdown, Cardinal Mooney. Well, we may have to light up the scoreboard tonight, folks. 8:07 left to go in the first quarter. Take a look at the replay. And this is almost all Josh Smithers. And let's watch here. And on the replay, it looked like it was Smithers. Somebody tells me it's Wenninger. I'll have to take a look. We got flags on the point after. Dan, if you can get a look at the replay again, we will see who gets the ball after from 5 yards further back. And that one is good. That's 14-7, Cardinal Mooney over Booker at Tornado Alley. Yeah, let's take a look at the replay again on the touchdown. And we'll see the first man, the up back, is Wenninger. The fake is, he doesn't even get a fake. The ball goes right to Smithers, and Smithers is in for the touchdown. A 1-yard run. So, we have played less than 4 minutes, and we have 3 touchdowns already. Well, let's see now. Jim Booker, you want to say, we'll see what Booker does on the return here. They didn't get a chance to return it last time because Fluker's kick went into the end zone. We'll watch back deep. And the kick will go through the end zone for the automatic touchback. Somebody check the football for helium, folks. It is a nice night for football here at Tornado Alley. We've got cool temperatures, very little breeze. It's just a good night. As you look at the score, and there are some Booker cheerleaders. The Tornadoes at home for their big game. It's more than just a small school city championship for Booker. A win tonight makes them the #1 seed in the tiebreaker playoff, and the handoff is to the first man through, and carrying the football for Booker is Willie Johnson, and Damon Jupin makes the stop for the Cougars. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Booker after the gain of 2 by Johnson. In the backfield, it is Baker, Gaunt, and Johnson. Give us to Baker, but the ball's on the ground. Who got it? Baker fell on it. A loss on the play back to the 19-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 21. Baker covered. Before there was a bad exchange between the quarterback Gaunt and Baker. See what the Tornadoes do on 3rd and long. Gaunt pitches back. Baker's going to try the left side. Pursuit by the Cougars. Now there's some blockers in front of Baker. He's still going. All the way across the 50 to the 48-yard line in Cardinal Mooney territory. A gain on the play of 33 yards. Tackled by Mike Haddad for the Cougars. Here's a look at Baker's run. Now look at the blockers he picks up. This is like student body left. Look at all the guys in front of him. And Haddad finally comes in to make the stop at the 49. 1st and 10 Booker. 6:48 to go in the first quarter. They trail by a score of 14-7 to the Cardinal Mooney Cougars. And the Tornadoes, Gaunt, 3-step drop, looking long. And the pass is intercepted by Danny Matthew for Cardinal Mooney. He's going to turn it upfield. He's at the 30. And he brings it all the way back to the 43-yard line. Cardinal Mooney Cougars pick off Glenn Gaunt. And they'll take over. Here's a look at it again. He aired it out. And Matthew just stepped in front of the intended receiver, Steve Zeman. The ball is spotted at the 43. On the play, there was a penalty against the offensive line of Booker. It was declined, and the Cougars take over the football. They spot it at the 42. Lots of running room for the Cougars' Joe Figueroa. Figueroa gets the Cougars about 7. Take a look at Figueroa's run here. And he gets a good hold. The Cougars line is doing a great job blocking. Gets the ball to the 49. It'll be 2nd and 3 for Cardinal Mooney. Johnson sends man in motion. The give, and not enough running room that time for Figueroa. Give him a yard. It'll be 3rd and 2. There's the situation for you. Ball is right at midfield, as you can see from the scoreboard. Again, Chesser comes in motion to the near side. Give us to Figueroa, and he's knocked back. What a great job by the Booker defense. Leading the charge was George Gibson, also Willie Johnson, and they knocked him back for a loss of 5. Well, now they'll spot the ball, saying his forward motion, if there was such an animal, was right where he got the football. Right there is where he's hit. And the Booker line just did a great job. They stuffed him in the backfield. Flugner to punt for Cardinal Mooney. High spiral. And the ball's on the ground as one of the Booker Tornadoes, Ronnie Williams, has trouble picking up the ball coming out of the sky. And it will be spotted at the 16 where he fell on it. 4:23 to go in the first quarter. It's Cardinal Mooney 14, Booker 7. Now we'll see if the Tornadoes can come back. The game is not quite as quick moving as we started. The fireworks have stopped, at least for the moment, but they may continue. Gaunt gives, and look at the run there. Nice bit of running by Johnny Baker. Cougars stopped by Jason Waugh. Gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. As you look at the replay, watch Baker, and he runs head on into Waugh, and Waugh just brings him down. Gaunt gets the snap. Quick pitch. Coming outside. Baker is snowed under by 3 Cougars, including Kevin O'Neill and Tommy Wallen. Yep. Gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 4 for Booker. In the 26 years of Cardinal Mooney football, no team has ever gone a season without a victory. But right now, they lead this one 14-7. Baker, nowhere to go. And the Cougars got a great defensive effort out of Tim Rollerson. So it'll be 4th and 2, and the Tornadoes will punt. Back deep for Cardinal Mooney, it is Greg Loss and Greg Lyons. A pair of Gregs back for the Cougars. For the Tornadoes, doing the kicking, Kip Zimmerman. Zimmerman gets a beauty on. Fair catch called for, and the Cougars will let it bounce. It's going to take a big Booker roll, and the Tornadoes will down it at the 15-yard line. A 62-yard punt for Kip Zimmerman. Wow. 2 minutes and a tick left to go in the first quarter. And the Cougars are deep in their own territory to start this drive. You get a look at the Booker defense. Joe Johnson sets the Cougars. Chesser again in motion. Give us to Smithers. Smithers, maybe a yard. Smithers tried to twist his way through the line, but you got to know that there were two Booker Tornadoes there, Steve Cannon and Willie Johnson. There's a look at the Tornado sideline right now. And the Cougar offense. The Cougar offense, huh? Okay. Call it a gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for Cardinal Mooney. And there's some motion in the backfield, and the Cougars will get nailed for illegal procedure. The officials for tonight's game are Bill Buchanan is the referee, Larry Baker is the umpire, the head linesman is Ken Brand, the field judge is Jerry Cole, back judge is Troy Edwards, and the clock operator is the ever faithful, always popular, and occasionally knows what he's doing, Dave Buchanan. And I'll hear from him at halftime. 2nd and 14 for the Cougars here. As Johnson looks to throw, and he can't do it. And the Tornadoes sack him back at the 10-yard line. A loss of another 2 on the play. Ball is spotted at just outside the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 15 for the Cougars. And we want to thank the folks at Subway Sandwiches for another fine pregame and halftime meal here at Tornado Alley. The folks at Subway once again have supplied the Press Box 6-foot party sandwich. And it had everything on it this week, folks. It was wonderful. Didn't get the 15, but he got 10 of them back. It'll be 4th and 5, and the Cougars will put the football in the air. They'll kick it away. And back deep for Booker is Steve Zeman and Ronnie Williams. Flugner to punt. A high spiral, and it will bounce at the 45 and take a Cougar roll to the 36-yard line. Down there by Jarman Kultzis. And Booker will have their best starting field position of the night. Ball is at the 36-yard line. You'll get a chance to see the Booker band at halftime. Booker, the Tornadoes start out 1st and 10 at their own 36. Pitch back is to Baker, and Baker turns to right side. He's down across the 45 to the 46, close to a 1st down. Tackle by the Cougars, Mike Haddad. And this Johnny Baker is some exciting runner. First time he got his hands on the football tonight, he went 80 yards for a touchdown. The ball will be spotted back at the 43-yard line. The officials say he stepped out of bounds at that point on the sweep. And Glenn Gaunt sends a man in motion to the near side. And this big run again, Johnny Baker, he got the 1st down and more across midfield to the Cougar 49. Tackled by Jason Waugh. Ball is just across the 50-yard line into Cougar territory. On 1st and 10, the pitch back. Once again, it's Baker, and this time around the left side. And Smithers makes the tackle. The ball's on the ground. The officials will say it came out after he hit the ground, and it'll be Another first down for the Tornadoes after an 11-yard run by Johnny Baker. Here's a look at the run, and Baker again just keeps charging. And the ball did come out after he hit the ground as Smithers made a nice open field tackle. 10 minutes to go in the first half. The Tornadoes trail 14-7, but they are driving for the first time really tonight. Pass over the middle is complete, and running room galore. And the Booker Tornadoes have their second touchdown of the night with the fine pass to Delvecchio Walls. Delvecchio Walls from Glenn Gaunt for 39 yards and a touchdown. And here's the replay. Let's see who Gaunt beats. He beats Wes Hester, and he's in. Nobody's going to stop Delvecchio Walls. And it's a 14-13 game. And Kip Zimmerman will try the point after. The Booker band has something to celebrate next to it. There's the ball. Kick is good. And we have a 14-14 ball game. Well, this game always is special. Booker, Cardinal, Mooney, they have played 17 times in recent years. Every year it seems like it is a major, major battle. I have been corrected by the coach here at the ballpark at the old Tornado Alley. I've been pronouncing the quarterback's name for Booker as Gaunt. It is really Gant. It is Gant, even though it is spelled G-A-U-N-T. It is pronounced Gant. And I have been so corrected. Zimmerman kicks it high to get things going. And the Cougars get the ball at the 5-yard line to the 15, the 20. And running room and more for Greg Lyons. He's out to the 27-yard line. And the Cougars again get some pretty good field position. Here's the kickoff. Now watch as the line forms and goes left. And Lyons goes right. And there's a little push that could have been considered something else. And Lyons just won't go down. Look at it. Gee. Delvecchio Walls and Trent Garner make the stop. Johnson to Lyons. Lyons drops the football. He will recover it at the 31. It'll be a gain of, call it 4 on the play. Well, maybe 3, depending on where they've spotted it. Here's a replay. And watch, Lyons there and the good hit, and he lost control of the football on the hit. Second down and a long 6 for the Cougars. Johnson sends Chesser in motion. Give is to Smithers. Smithers goes left side and gets a few out to about the 33-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 3. Eight minutes to go in the first half. It's a 14-14 ball game. Cougars have the ball here at Tornado Alley. Chesser again comes in motion. And the give is to Smithers. He sidesteps a couple and gets a first down at the 38-yard line, maybe the 39. For the Tornado's Chris Frazier gets credit for the stop. Here's the replay. And watch as it's so congested around the football here. Smithers finally gets his hand on it and gets the first down. And this time with the football, it's Ryan Wenninger, and he's out to the 40. Wenninger gets about 19 yards for the Cougars on the play. And the tackle made by Ron Thomas. Watch as Wenninger just has a big hole. And make that Steve Zeman on the tackle. Steve Zeman. 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 41 in Booker territory. And there's a timeout on the field with the score. Cardinal Mooney 14, Booker 14. There you get a look at the Cougar offense as we start the play. Smithers left side. Took out about 3 Cardinal Mooney people on the sidelines. May have gotten a yard. Maybe. There was no room on the sideline there as the Booker defense just followed him. They did a great job bottling him up on that play. Ball is on the far side hash mark, so that's the short side of the field. Not easy to run over there. Matt Boyle goes wide to the far side for Cardinal Mooney. Chesser again in motion. Gives to Smithers, and he's got a little more blocking on the right side. Moves to the middle of the field after a gain of 2. And the tackle by Ben Whitman. Oh, 3rd and 7 for the Cougars now with the ball at the Booker 37. Wenninger again, and he's across the 35 to the 34. But a flag came in from the umpire's position. That would generally indicate holding against the offense. Bill Buchanan gives us that signal. And if you're Booker and you're looking, it'll be 4th down and about 3 if you refuse the penalty. If you take the penalty, it'll be about 3rd and 17. Holding the call. End of the game is Greg Lose. Ryan Wenninger goes out of the game. Lose comes to the near side. To the far side, it's Greg Lyons. The Cougars' passing attack is in. Double wing set. Pitch to Smithers to Lyons. Lyons is looking to unload again. Now this time he's going to keep it, and he'll be run out of, well, he's not even run out of bounds. He's brought down at the Cougars' own 47-yard line. A loss of 5 on the play, and a great job by the Booker defense. Great job by the Booker defense. There's a look at the Cardinal Mooney contingent. And the near side stands are just about full too. Punt formation for the Cougars. Back deep. And the ball is going to be down inside the 10-yard line. With Steve Zeman back to accept the punt. Never got to it. I think it was Zeman. Nope. It's Delvecchio Walls. Doesn't matter. 1st and 10. Inside their own 10-yard line. Actually, the nose of the ball is on the 10. On the far side hash mark. 5:15 to go in the first half. It's a 14-14 ball game. And Gant hands off, and once again Baker runs his way over a couple of bodies and gets 5 to the 15-yard line. Smithers in on the stop for Cardinal Mooney. Also there was Jason Wall. 2nd down and 5 for the Tornadoes now. We haven't said anything about Coach Don Renone here at Booker tonight, but he has done a heck of a job with this squad this year. He's got a lot more players out than he had last year, and he's showing some offensive ingenuity this year. The officials take a timeout. They want to get Johnny Baker's chin strap straightened out. Now the clock's rolling again, and the Tornadoes are ready to put the ball in play. Give is to Baker. Baker gets past Hester, and he's off to the races. One man to beat, and it won't be. Yes! What a great play by Cardinal Mooney's Ryan Mack. Mack comes up and gets Johnny Baker from behind at the 9-yard line. And Mr. Baker needs a breath of fresh air. Take a look at the replay. Now watch as Baker comes around the corner. Hester has containment, keeps him inside, but watch. Right there, number 25, Ryan Mack, doesn't look like he's got a prayer. Comes up and gets him from behind, and Baker is down, as you see on the screen right now. So the Tornadoes are right back in scoring position, inside the 10, with 4:08 to go in the first half. Wall's in motion. Give is to Miller, and Miller is down close to the goal line. Watch Miller go up the middle, get some good blocks, and he's brought down by James Cruz. 3.5 to go in the first half. Touchdown for the Tornadoes, but a flag on the play. James Miller was in the end zone, but let's see what the flag's about. Bill Buchanan is going to sort some stuff out. Holding against Booker. That'll call back the touchdown. So instead of a touchdown, the Tornadoes will have the ball at about the 11-yard line. It will be 2nd down and goal at that point. Gant has the Tornadoes up at the line. Looks to throw downfield. Pass is intercepted. Picked off by Josh Smithers of Mooney down at the 11-yard line. And what a turnabout for the Booker Tornadoes. It looked like they had a touchdown, and then the holding call brings it back on the very next play. The Cougars get their 2nd interception of the night. Take a look here. Smithers just steps right in front of the pass. There's the throw. And he's the closest player to the football. There isn't a Tornado within 5 yards of it. And Smithers just turns it upfield. And the Tornadoes do a good job of bringing him down. 2:50 to go in the first half. Still 14-14. This give is to Figueroa. And Figueroa is close to the 14-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. Stopped by Ron Thomas. 2nd down and 7 for Cardinal Mooney. And the Cougars break out of the huddle, send a wide receiver left and right. And the give again to Figueroa. And he's close to the 20-yard line. He'll be shy of the first down by a couple. Stop for Booker by George Gibson. 3rd and 2 now for the Cougars. 1:50 to go. The play comes in from the sideline. There's a look at Cardinal Mooney coach Mike Dowling in the maroon jacket. And the guy in the white sweatshirt in front of him is Steve Christie, an assistant football coach and also the head baseball coach. And also a scout for the New York Jets. I'll explain that at some point. Fumble on the play. Who got it? Cougars came up with it. Joe Johnson, the quarterback, came up with it. And the Tornadoes come up with the timeout here. Here's a replay. Now watch as Johnson tries to give, but see, look at the great play by Ben Whitman, number 68. He's the guy who caused the fumble. He got in between Johnson and Figueroa. And he lets them know all about formations and all kinds of stuff that scouts need to know. 1:16 to go. Cardinal Mooney will punt the football away. And a low kick, but it's going to take a Cardinal Mooney bounce. And, oh my, did the Booker Tornadoes give their fans a start. Trying to take it on the run was Delvecchio Walls. He may have advanced it a couple of yards, but he had a fall on it. 1:08 to go in the half. Booker would like to get on the board before the half comes to an end. Gant with an I formation behind him. Gives to Baker, and Baker's going downfield. And it's overthrown, intended downfield for Delvecchio Walls. And the halfback option is a popular play tonight, folks. Cardinal Mooney has not really used a halfback option. They've used a wide receiver option on an end around, once for a touchdown. Now Booker has let their number one running back throw downfield. That's not unusual, by the way. Johnny Baker's thrown a few passes this year. In fact, coming into the game, he was 5 of 8 with 1 interception. So he's now 5 for 9. Throw over the middle, complete to Walls at the 25-yard line. Wes Hester makes the stop for Cardinal Mooney. 45 seconds to go as they stop the clock to move the sticks. Here's the replay. There's Walls. Now watch Walls. Baker comes in motion. Walls is number 5. And just going downfield as he gets into the open, goes between the seams of the Cougar zone defense. There's a tornado and some cheerleaders. Tell you what, there are folks coming up buying that Subway sandwich, what's left of it for the halftime here in the press box. That Subway sandwich sure is good. You can find Subway near you. And I know it's late on a Saturday afternoon as you're watching this ball game, but it may not be too late for lunch at Subway. You can eat in or take out at any of the Subways. Gant. And it's going to be incomplete. Use up 3 seconds on the clock. It'll be 3rd down. Let's take a look at that again. Let's see if we can figure out exactly what happened. Gant took one step back. Now he takes another couple, and he's under pressure, and the ball hits off the helmet of Cardinal Mooney Cougar Tim Rollerson. 2nd down and 10 for the Tornadoes here. Gant pressured, sacked, back at the 33-yard line. Rollerson is the first man in to hit him. He'll get credit for the sack along with Waugh. Take a look here at the replay. Now watch the pressure. It was Waugh, number 49. Came in to make the hit along with Damon Jotham. And there's a flag. While we were watching the replay, the Tornadoes came up to the line. And they got an intentional grounding call. A delay of a loss of down in addition to the penalty will bring the ball all the way back to the 42-yard line where it will be 4th down. And with 22 seconds left, the clock will start. And I don't know if Booker's going to get a playoff here. Unlike the NFL, the quarterback cannot just spike the football to stop the clock. A 58-yard field goal attempt. And Kip's kick is way short. And that's the end of the first half on that play. We're tied at halftime on the 19-yard line before one of the Cougars knifes in and brings him down. That was Danny Matthey. And Matthey gets credit for the Cougars tackle as the Booker Tornadoes take the ball 1st and 10 at their 19-yard line. It is a 14-14 ball game. Johnny Baker on the night so far, big number 7 for Booker. 10 carries, 233 yards. And the Tornadoes come out of the huddle with Glenn Gant at quarterback. Baker's back in the ball game. He is the tailback in the I formation. He gets the call. He's hit at the line and nowhere to go. Derek Barnes comes up to make the hit. Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. Into the game for Booker is Mike Hawthorne. Hawthorne does some running from time to time. He has not carried the ball tonight. Hawthorne coming into the game had more yardage as a receiver than as a ball carrier. And Baker is brought down from behind by Smithers at the 21. Wes Hester's also there for the coverage for the Cougars. It will be 3rd down and 7 for Booker. Into the game now is Derek Saunders. Saunders will split out as a wide receiver to the near side. To the far side. Looks like it's Willie Johnson. Baker goes in motion. And the give is into the backfield to Jeremy Stillwagner. And he's close to a 1st down on the far sideline. Ball is spotted. They say he stepped out of bounds about 2 yards shy of the stick. With Steve Canning carrying the football, it'll be 4th and 2 for the Booker Tornadoes. Cougars send a couple of men back. Loss and Lyons. Zimmerman is back in punt formation. Good snap to Zimmerman. One of the better snaps we've seen this year. Ball will hit at the 45 and will be down at the 41-yard line. It is there that the Cougars will have the football. It's still 14-14. We are 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter between Cardinal Mooney and Booker in our final regular season ball game here on Channel 4. Booker's in an interesting position in this ball game. If they win this game, they'll be the top seed in a 3-way playoff on Monday night. We don't even know where the playoff will be yet. As you watch this, it will be made public. And the handoff up the middle. Josh Smithers out to the 50-yard line. Gain of 9. The winner of that playoff will have the home field advantage and will be the district winner for the first ball game next Friday night. So if Booker wins the 3-way playoff on Monday, they will be home on Friday night in the first round of the state playoffs. If Booker loses tonight, they are still in a three-way playoff. However, they won't have the top seed. Chesser in motion. Johnson, hands off. Nowhere to go for the Cougars. Whoa. What a surge by the defensive front of the Tornadoes. Wenninger had the carry, and he was stuffed. Take a look at this charge by the defensive line. They just nailed it. Whoa, what a hit. 30 yards. Johnson wants to send one of the Cougar players over to the other side. Here's the play. Smithers predictably gets the football. He's still on his feet. Down to the 45-yard line. Stop made for the Booker Tornadoes by big number 68, Ben Whitman. Whitman is 5'10", weighs 225 pounds. That was before he started working out with the weights. First and 10 for the Cougars in Booker territory. Smithers got maybe a yard. Whitman's in on the stop again. And on the bottom of the pile is number 59. That's Matt Beltramia. Chesser is a slot back this time. In the backfield, it's Wenninger and Smithers. Pass over the middle is complete. And with the reception downfield is Lem Chesser. Chesser gets the first down and more inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Take a look at the replay and watch Chesser. He hauled it in. Nice play. Good coverage by Mike Hawthorne. Hawthorne almost knocked the ball out of Chesser's hand. First and 10. Cardinal Mooney moving the football inside the 30-yard line. Chesser in motion. Give us to Smithers. He's got a hole. Spins and twists his way down to the 24-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play before one of the Booker Tornadoes, Ronnie Williams, comes up to hit him. Second down, 5 to go for the Cougars. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. And mercifully, this time of the year, there's no water breaks. Clock continues to roll as both teams tend to keep the ball on the ground. Boyle is the wide receiver. Pitchback is to Smithers. Turns the corner. He'll be close to a first down by the 20-yard line. And there are a bunch of Tornadoes in on the tackle. Great coverage by the Tornadoes as they followed the ball well. 3rd and 1. Let's see if they give to Smithers. Wenninger is the up man. The tailback is Smithers. Johnson at quarterback takes it himself, and he's got 3 yards and a first down. Went right up the middle with it. Tackle made by Willie Johnson again. Johnson to Smithers, and he's got maybe 4 down to the 13-yard line. Smithers just keeps going off tackle. Running between the tackles, the Cougars have done well tonight against Booker. 4:15 to go in the game. It's a 14-14 ball game. 4:15 to go rather in the third quarter. And it's a 14-14 game. But Cardinal Mooney is in the red zone. We're looking for some points here. Johnson, long snap. Couple of Tornadoes jump, but they didn't go across the line. Smithers off the right tackle inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. It's at the 8. Smithers may go all the way. Touchdown, Cardinal Mooney. Makes it a 20-14 game. The Cougars fans across the way are shaking those shaker bottles. Here's the replay. And watch Smithers kind of make most of this on his own. Right there, got a good block. That was Ryan Wenninger. Wenninger just nailed one of the Booker Tornadoes. Lugner's kick is good. It's 21-14. Cardinal Mooney over Booker. Now let's take a look at this block by Wenninger now. Watch as he just buries a tornado. Wenninger goes in before Smithers. Right there's the block. He just took him out, and then Smithers just had to go between two of the Booker Tornadoes, Chris Frazier and Steve Zeman. Ball's at the 40 for the kickoff, and it's deep. It is into the end zone again, and Booker will take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Well, the Booker Tornadoes are playing catch-up again. They've never led in this game. They trailed 7-0, tied it up at 7-7, and the Cougars went out 14-7. Then Booker tied it up again at 14-14, and now Cardinal Mooney's in front, 21-14. And with 3:15 to go in the third quarter, the Tornadoes want to get something on the board again. Gant to Baker. Baker gets 3 before he's brought down. Johnny Baker has done most of the work as Jason Waugh makes the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Tornadoes. Clock will roll as long as they keep the ball on the ground. Bringing in the play, Mike Hawthorne. To the near side, it's Delvecchio Walls. To the far side, it looks like it's Hawthorne. Baker is the tailback. Gant to throw long. Pass is incomplete, well over the head of Delvecchio Walls. Coverage on the play from Danny Matthey of the Cougars. Wes Hester came over to help out. Take a look here. Now, there is some bumping going on down as the pass is being thrown between Walls and Matthey. And it's right there. And all that happened was that Walls ran into Matthey's back. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Gant sends a man in motion. That's Walls. Now he rolls right and gets it off. Pass is complete to Baker, and Baker's brought down at the 40-yard line. A gain on the play of 16 yards and a 1st down for the Tornadoes. They move the sticks. The drive keeps going. Walls goes in motion, and now watch as Gant throws. Baker makes about 10 yards here on his own. Good effort by that young man. He's only a junior, folks. He'll be back next year. He's already got colleges writing to him. 1st and 10 for Booker. Gant with the I formation. Again, it's Baker, and Baker goes off left tackle. We drop the football, and it looks like the Cardinal Mooney Cougars have recovered it. They did. The man who got the football for the Cougars, I think, is Alex Nims. It was James Cruz, number 28. James Cruz makes the recovery. Here's a look at the replay now. And watch. That's where he lost it. And Cruz falls on it right there. Good job by Cruz. And the Cougars get the ball at the Booker 40-yard line with a 7-point lead and a $1:45 on the third quarter clock. Run up the middle. Figueroa gets maybe a yard. Leading by 7. Johnson sends Chesser in motion, then calls a timeout. We got a flag. Didn't call timeout. Encroachment against Booker. Again, Chesser in motion. The give is to Figueroa again. He got a couple. And the stop for the Booker Tornadoes was Steve Cannon. Third down and 3. 40 seconds on the clock. The Cougars will have one more play here in the third quarter. Figueroa goes out. He'll take a rest. He's run a few in a row. There's a look at the scoreboard clock. Now it's Wenninger and Smithers. Motion. Give to Smithers. Smithers isn't going to get it. He'll be buried at the 46-yard line. Loss of 2. It'll be 4th down and 5 when we start the fourth quarter. 4 seconds left in the third. It's 21-14. Cardinal Mooney in front of Booker. We'll be back with the final 12 minutes right after this. Another low punt. And the reason for that is the Cougars are using Mike Haddett as the punter. It goes into the end zone. And the Tornadoes will have the ball at the 20-yard line. I've got to write this down. What our producer just told me about an old friend has got to be noted. You'll hear it at the end of the game. Booker trails by 7 with 11:53 to go in the regular season. Now don't forget, in high school football you have the possibility of the 2-point conversion. Booker comes downfield and scores. They could go for 2 and go ahead. Gant. The ball's loose again. I think Cardinal Mooney got it. This time the man with the football is Tim Rollerson. Tim Rollerson recovers the fumble, and the Cougars have a golden opportunity to go up by more than a touchdown. Take a look at the replay. There it was. And look at the reaction from Kevin O'Neill. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Johnson has Wenninger and Smithers. The give is to Smithers. Smithers rushes forward for 2. Bangs his way into the line. Not much room, but you got to believe Danny Williams was there to help plug up the hole for Booker. Mike Dowling sending in the play from the sideline. Second and 9 is where it's spotted, just outside the 18-yard line. Johnson, long count, gives to Smithers again, and Smithers is buried again, this time by Willie Johnson. We have a flag on the play. We'll wait for a signal. Holding is the preliminary indication. Looks like it's against Cardinal Mooney. And the Cougars are walking backwards, as are the officials, with the football. Ball is at the 27-yard line. The man in the middle of your screen in the white shirt and the headphones is Don Renone, head coach of the Booker Tornadoes. This time on the reverse, and Haddad is stopped for a loss of 3. The Tornadoes just came in and stopped the play cold. Ball is spotted back at the 30-yard line. The Cougars have lost 11 yards, 10 of them by a penalty on this drive, after recovering a Booker Tornado fumble at the 19. So it's 3rd and 21 for Cardinal Mooney. See some warming up on the sidelines. Now the Cougars are set. Johnson trying to get somebody to move now. He's got the ball. Fades. He's going to look long. Screenplay. Right side to Smithers. Smithers gets around one man, but he's dropped at the 37-yard line. A loss of 4 more. Not a good offensive series for Cardinal Mooney at all. but they still hold a 7-point lead. Cougars will punt. Once again, Haddad is doing the kicking for the Cougars. Gets a good snap. Gets a good high spiral punt. Will bounce at the 5. And is downed at the 1-yard line. The ball needs to move the football. Baker gets the call. Is that a surprise? Gets the ball to the 4. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Josh Smithers makes the stop for Cardinal Mooney. There's a look at the Store Cable Communications remote facility. Turn on the light, guys. There are Scott Wilson. Oh, Scott's not there. It's Dan Knispel and Tommy Herkstall. Tommy Herkstall is our special events coordinator tonight, which means he gets to go for the Cokes and the hot dogs. And Baker across the 10, and look at him go. Johnny Baker still on his feet. All the way down to the 47-yard line. A 43-yard run. And they're going to move the sticks, but the officials are walking back with the football. He stepped out of bounds at the 26, folks. Let's see if he stepped down or his knee was down. Turning the corner, and right there he's on the line, so he's out of bounds there. Well, from 43 to 23, it's still not a bad run. And the Tornadoes are in a position where they've got a little more room to maneuver. Inside, is that Delvecchio Walls? Nope, it is Steve Cannon with the run. Cannon got 9. It'll be 2nd and a yard for the Tornadoes. Nope, they give him 10. And a 1st down, they move the sticks. 21-14. Cardinal Mooney in front of Booker. Booker's got the ball and is driving. 7:45 to go in the game. 2 wide receivers in the I formation for Booker. Baker with the call again. He's hit immediately by Derek Barnes, but Baker still got 3 yards. He's at the 40-yard line. Smithers also in on the tackle. Called a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8 for the Tornadoes. Into the game comes Derek Saunders. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Gant keeps it himself, looks to throw. Going long downfield. Walls is gone. Touchdown. There aren't any flags anywhere. And it's 21-20. Booker is within a point. And the fans on the near sideline have something to cheer about. My, some fireworks again. Delvecchio Walls from Len Gantz. And a touchdown. Here's the try for the point. Skip Zimmerman puts it through and it's tied. That's where we are, 21-21. 6:53 to go in the ball game. Cardinal, Mooney, and Booker tied up at 7. Finn will kick off with the ball on the near side hash mark, and he'll go deep with it. Cougars get the ball at the 5, and Ryan Mack takes it, and Mack is stopped at the 15. And the Tornadoes are all over him. Making the stop for the Booker Tornadoes. I didn't get the name of the guy who made the tackle. Greg Current gets credit for the stop. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line, and the Cougars and the Tornadoes. Here we go. Cougars have the football. Johnson at quarterback. Gives to Smithers. Smithers rocks and rolls his way to the 16. Gets a yard. 2nd down and 9 for Cardinal Mooney. Cardinal Mooney can throw the football. They have not done it much, but the passing they've done tonight has been very successful. To the near side is Greg Lyons. He's the lone wide receiver in the formation. The I formation in the backfield. Again, the give to Smithers. He'll go for a few yards, maybe out to the 20. Ball just outside the 20 in Cardinal Mooney territory. They've got the ball. And we're tied at 21. Johnson sends a man in motion. Gets the snap. Keeps it himself. Goes around left end. Doesn't get the first down. I'll tell you, what a great job by the Booker Tornadoes to stay at home and make the tackle. Guy who made the tackle is still down. And he looks like he is going to have, maybe the wind got knocked out of him. He is rolled over. He's stretching. I think he's just trying to get his wind back. Situation for Cardinal Mooney. I'm trying to say too many words at once. Had it. Fair catch called for, and the ball takes a weird bounce, and the Cougars say they've got the football. Did it bounce off a tornado when it got down there? The officials, one official says it's going Cardinal Mooney. And there it is, yes. It bounced off a tornado, and the Cougars get a big break here. You know, you tell kids every year in and year out, when that ball is punted, stay away from it unless you're the guy going to catch the football. And the Cougars have the ball at their own 46. Johnson going to throw. Now he's going to turn it upfield. He's got past the midfield mark, and he may have a first down as he got hit out of bounds. Big hit from George Gibson, and a first down for Cardinal Mooney. What a run by Johnson here. Watch as he doesn't have anybody to throw to, pumps once, then tucks it away, and look at this. Boom! First down. Field. 4 minutes to go in the game. Cardinal Mooney and Booker tied at 21. Smithers with the call gets across the 40 to the 39. Gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. And coming off the field with a limp is Willie Johnson. The Booker Tornadoes are getting beat up here all of a sudden. A lot of injuries on this ball club. But they have a ball game to at least a quarter to play on Monday night. And Johnson turns it up after being hit in the backfield. He may have gotten the first down. He did. Down to the 32-yard line. Cardinal Mooney Cougars move the ball. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left. They have been providing the pregame and halftime meals for all our store broadcasts this year. And that was a great sandwich again tonight. Smithers with the call and lost a couple. The Booker Tornadoes bundled him up quickly, otherwise known as wrapped him up. Ben Whitman again on the stop. Loss of 3, 2nd and 13, 2.5 minutes to go. I think at this point, if you're Mike Dowling, you put the ball in the air. But I've never been too successful at calling Mike Dowling's plays. Motion to the near side. Pitch. The Lions. Lions is going to take it himself. turns it upfield and gets back to the original line of scrimmage at the 33-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 10, and the wind has really started to whip up downfield. We have a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Let's see the replay and see if we can pick it up. There's Lions right there. Penalty will go against Booker. And that's a tough call for the Tornadoes. Let's take a look at it again. Let's see if we can pick up the unsportsmanlike conduct. Now, it may not necessarily be a hit, okay? I see. Well, he came in with the forearm, but I think what it might have been was even after that, there might have been some language used on the field. If somebody's talking trash, they may throw a flag. Ball is at the 18, 1st and 10. 1:40 to go in the game. Cardinal Mooney is in the driver's seat. It's a tie ball game, but they're in scoring position. Wenninger to the 15, and he's knocked back. Wenninger hit by Jimmy Tucker. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. 1:20 to go in the game. And the Cougars are taking their time coming out of the huddle. Now a play comes in from the sideline. Haddad comes in with the play. Johnson takes the team out of the huddle. He's got Wenninger and Smithers. The wind. There's some motion for Booker. They give us to Haddad. And then try the field goal. At this rate, unless they get a 1st down. To the far side, it's Matt Boyle. Cougars with the I formation. Wide receiver on the left, man in the slot on the right. In motion goes Chesser. Smithers turns it upfield. He gets down to the 3-yard line. And now it's timeout with 12 seconds on the clock. Cougars take a timeout. And now the strategy. 21-21. Take a look at the replay, and we'll discuss the strategy after this. Here's Smithers. It's down to the 5, down to the 3. And that's where the 1st down is. Now, if you are Cardinal Mooney, you try one play up the middle and then call timeout. 12 seconds is a lot of time if you use it right. You can get 1, maybe 2 plays in before you call the timeout for the field goal. Mike Dowling is keeping his team in the huddle. He's still talking to them. Fans on the near side are stomping the bleachers, trying to rally the Booker Tornadoes to hold them one last time. 21-21. Sends Chesser in motion. Give us to Smithers. Touchdown, Cardinal Mooney, with 9 seconds on the clock. 9 seconds on the clock. Cardinal Mooney takes the go-ahead touchdown. And the Booker Tornadoes are having a tough time right now. And we may have an injured tornado. There's the replay. Smithers went in, and we 3-yard touchdown run. And there's a few Booker Tornadoes down on the field. There's also a Mooney player down on the field. Coach Ron Potter is down over him. Let's take a look. And I think I see the injury to the Mooney player. Smithers runs into him. That's where Smithers ran into him. And the Booker player may have been stepped on. And coming off the field for Booker, to put the glasses on him. Once again, Willie Johnson comes off limping, and you can see the Booker fans are heading for the parking lot. We've cleared all the injured players off the field. Nobody's seriously injured. Just little bumps and bruises and twists. Hester to hold. The kick is good. And it's a 28-21 ball game. Let's review the situation in the scoring. Lions hit loss. Greg to Greg for 64 yards and a touchdown. Put Cardinal Mooney in front 7-0. Then Johnny Baker on the next play. That was the first Cougars offensive play of the game. Then Johnny Baker on the first Booker play tied it up at 7-7 with an 80-yard run. Then Josh Smithers went in with from 1 yard out to make it 14-7. And in the first 4 minutes of the game, Cardinal Mooney was in front 14-7. Booker tied it in the second quarter when Gant passed to Delvecchio Walsh for 39 yards. It was a 14-14 game. In the third quarter, Cardinal Mooney went in front again when Josh Smithers went in from 8 yards out, 21-14. Then a 60-yard pass from Gant to Walls again, 21-21. And now with just 9 seconds on the clock, Smithers gets his third touchdown of the night to put the Cougars in front 28-21. Now watch here for the kickoff. The Cougars either have to put the ball in the end zone or do a squib kick to keep, kind of a low line drive kick, picked up at the 15-yard line. And turning it upfield, and little bit of running room here for Mike Hawthorne. And Hawthorne laterals it. The ball is down. The officials say it's over. 28-21, and Cardinal Mooney picks up their first win of the season on their last game of the year. They go 1-9, and they're celebrating like they just won the national championship. The Booker Tornadoes have another night to play, though. They play Monday. We don't know where at this point, but the Booker Tornadoes are still alive in the state championship situation. Our final score, Cardinal Mooney 28, Booker 21. My thanks tonight to my spotter, Ralph Giannotti Sr. Thank you, Dad. Another great job, and thank you for a great season. Our crew tonight, as we mentioned, our special events coordinator, Tom Hertzdahl. Our press box cameras tonight, both of them up top, Dave Perkins and Pete Middleton. Our director, Scott Wilson, and our producer, Dan Knispel. If there's a playoff game to be shown next weekend, we'll have it for you right here on Store. In the meantime, thank you for joining us this season. Our special thanks go to the executive producer for Store Cable TV, Rod Dagenet. Yes. Dan is saying, remember him? Yes, I do. Very nice. Rod is a super